Good morning, everybody. So, I love to begin my day with a walk, even when my dog gets off the leash. But I really do enjoy the fresh air and the walk. But if I spent my entire day doing that, or that's what I did permanently, I wouldn't get anything else done. I wouldn't have the ability to do that. So, if I was preparing for a marathon, or I was going to be doing a video series on watch me walk across the world, well, I'm not going to do that, but because I still need to eat and feed my dog and take care of my bills and do all those other things that we need to do. Our desire to, enjoy the things that we do has created kind of a distraction in our society. It has kind of robbed us of, I guess, our purposefulness. But so in ancient times, our species, when we first started towards the lines of sentience, maybe it was the rumble in our tummy that caused us to go out and find food, and that's how they spent most of their time. But while nowadays we don't have to look for the next berry bush, or hunt all week in order to find a meal, but we do have some other things that are going on that are like the reason why our population is declining. I think it's because as a species we've somewhat lost our purposefulness, and perhaps we need to re-enter the chase a little bit. We need to re-enter the hunt a little bit. But this trail that we're on is not something recently that I can blame on this or that. I mean, we, as a group, we have hybridized plants. We have created trees that bear no fruit. I mean, we're in love with the pretty flowers, but they bear no fruit. And only a people or a society or a group gives up their way to eat if they have more than enough. Well, in a society where we have a declining population as well as homelessness and hunger rampant, perhaps we need to take some of the pretty plants out of the park and maybe plant some carrots or some fruit trees that do more than flower. So what I try to talk to people about every day is what we can do. I mean, I can't control what them do, okay? But what things do I do that gives my life purpose and foundation? Well, one of the things is like the sharing that I'm doing now, right? It's the being a teacher, being a healer, being a reader, being a consultant. And those are the things that I do. I would love to hear about what you do, which brings your life purpose and meaning. And please tell me down in the comments. If anybody wants to get a hold of me, you can get a hold of me through, social media, or going to my website, which is timlharris.com, or, like, subscribe, whatever. But I still would like to know what it is that you feel you do. And so, before I wrap up, though, I'm going to give you a little test, because I am a teacher. And this isn't like homework or anything bad, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to think about what it is that you do, that you contribute. Because a lot of us, it seems that the only time we socially interact is when we're on our phone, or we're on our laptop, or we're on our tablet, and we bump into somebody and we say, "Excuse me." We move on. But part of what brings us purpose is our ability to interact in what we're doing. So, and I'm not trying to diminish what anybody is doing, even if you're simply being a loving, caring person. That's important. That's an important thing that we need in our society. But on the other hand of that, what's the results of it? If you love and care about people, that's great. But whose lives are you touching? What are you actually accomplishing? I mean, for example, if you're a person who likes to build or develop or create, well, if that project goes to completion and you actually see the results of it, that's great. And I'm not talking about like in a video game. That only counts if you're actually making a difference for other people. Okay, if all you're doing is playing a game, then that's not the same. That's not accomplishing. Another thing that people don't really like, it's not high on the mark, is just going to work every day. Do you know how much you're saving a person if you actually go and do the job you were hired to do? So that too could be the answer to that test question, which is, what are you doing to contribute to the world around you, as well as provide yourself with food, shelter, clothing, and love? What are you doing? Okay. So purposefulness is not a predetermined thing. I mean, I'm not trying to should on you, and I don't want you to allow other people to should on you. Okay, so if it's not a predetermined thing, I'm trying to suggest that you don't need to be constantly distracted or entertained. So really, I hope you get what I'm saying here, because even as Henry David Thoreau, a famous author, said, it's not enough to be busy. The question are, what are you busy about? So in your life, in your circle, in your meditation in the next couple of days, I'd really like to have you think about what it is that you're bringing to this existence that we're all sharing. And I'm not necessarily saying it has to pay you, but I am saying that it has to be contributory. So love and light, namaste, and I hope you have a beautiful day.